Hi, welcome back to Black Poets Then and Now. My name is Kara Roseborough, and today we are talking about multidisciplinary writer, professor, and activist Rita Dove. Rita Dove was born in 1952 in Akron, Ohio, to Ray Dove and Elvira Horde. Her father, Ray, was the first black chemist to work in the U.S. tire industry, employed by Goodyear. Her mother was an honor student, and she shared her passion for reading with Dove. Dove attended Bucknell High School and was recognized as a presidential scholar, being one of the top 100 high school graduates in the country. She went on to attend Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, where she was a National Merit Scholar and graduated summa cum laude in 1973. The following year, in 1974, she received a Fulbright scholarship to study at Tübingen University in Germany. She came back to the United States and earned her Master's of Fine Arts degree from the Iowa Writers Workshop at the University of Iowa, graduating in 1977. While getting her master's degree, she met her husband, Fred Weibung. Dove made her literary debut in 1980 with her first collection of poetry, The Yellow House on the Corner. Her collection received praise for its sense of history paired with individual details. 6 years later, in 1986, she published her verse novel, Thomas and Beulah. This won the Pulitzer Prize and remains one of her most popular works. Her collection of poetry, On the Bus with Rosa Parks, published in 1999, was a finalist for the National Book Critics Award. Dove's work, known for its lyricism, beauty, sense of history, and political scope, is also known for transcending poetic genres. According to the Poetry Foundation, Dove treats historical events with a personal touch, addressing her grandparents' lives and marriage in early 20th century Ohio, the battles and triumphs of the Civil Rights era, and the forgotten career of black violinist and friend of Beethoven, George Polgren Bridgetower. Dove wrote about little-known black composer Bridgetower in her 2009 poetry collection, Sonata Mulatica. At over 200 pages, this is considered her most ambitious collection, with, as poet and memoirist Mark Doty put it, the sweep and vivid characters of a novel. Dove often writes about other art forms, specifically music and dance. The Poetry Foundation had this to say about Dove's relationship with dance. For Dove, dance is an implicit parallel to poetry. Each is an expression of grace performed within limits, each an art weighted by history, but malleable enough to form something utterly new. Dove has ventured outside of the poetic realm as well, writing short stories such as The Fifth Sunday, published in 1990, her novel Through the Ivory Gate, published in 1992, and her play, The Darker Face of the Earth, which was produced in 1996 at the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts in Washington, D.C. In 2001, her work, Thomas and Beulah, was staged as an opera and performed at the Museum of Contemporary Art in Chicago. In addition to writing poetry, short and long-form fiction, and plays, Dove is a lyricist and has collaborated with composers ranging from Tanya Leon to John Williams. In 1992, Dove was named the United States Poet Laureate for the Library of Congress. She served from 1993 to 1995. At 40, she was the youngest person to have that position and the first African American to hold that position since it became Poet Laureate. Prior to that, Gwendolyn Brooks, whom we talked about a couple of weeks ago, held the position of consultant in poetry for the Library of Congress, which was the previous incarnation of that position. Dove served as a special bicentennial consultant in poetry from 1999 to 2000, alongside Louise Gluck and W.S. Merwin. In 2004, she was named the Poet Laureate of Virginia. In 2011, she edited the Penguin Anthology of 20th Century American Poetry. And from 2018 to 2019, she was the poetry editor for the New York Times Magazine. Dove holds 28 honorary doctorate degrees, including one from Harvard University and one from Yale University. She taught at Arizona State University from 1981 to 1989. In 2017, Dove received the NAACP Image Award and the 2017 Library of Virginia Award for her book Collected Poems 1974 to 2004, published in 2016. This collection was also a finalist for the National Book Award. She went on to receive the National Humanities Award from President Barack Obama in 2012. In 2006, she received the Commonwealth Award for Distinguished Service in Literature, and in 2019, she received the Wallace Stevens Award. Dove and her husband have one daughter born in 1983 in Phoenix, Arizona. When they are not writing, she and her husband are active ballroom dancers and have participated in numerous performance showcases. The couple currently resides in Charlottesville, where Dove is the Commonwealth English professor at the University of Virginia. Rita Dove continues to have a profound impact on contemporary poetry, inspiring new generations of writers. Speaking of new writers, we here at the Stay Creative series have a challenge for you, our viewers. We would love to review and share your poetry. This week's challenge is to write a 10-line or less lyric poem. You can watch Tuesday's episode for more information and send us your submissions to fjtheater@cityofevanston.org by this Sunday at noon. Remember, by submitting your work to us, you grant Fleetwood-Jourdain Theater the right to review and share your submissions in our videos and in our social media posts. Don't be shy, we would love to hear from you. So go ahead, send us your submissions to fjtheater@cityofevanston.org by this Sunday at noon, and we will share your work this coming Tuesday in our next episode of Elements of Poetry. Have a great weekend, have a great time writing, and until next time, stay safe and stay creative. Bye!